Good morning, students. So today we are going to start about the phonetics, and we can also say that the sounds of English, the sound of knowledge, the sounds of English. So today we will discuss about the 11 vowels, three diphthongs, 25 consonant. So now we have some vowel sounds, some so the English vowels, a vowel is a permanent element in a syllable. So it is formed by allowing the passage of air from the lungs through the mouth, acting as a resonator without any obstruction. This passing of air causes the opening of the vocal bands called the glottis to vibrate. So now vowels are therefore those sounds which are produced with the vibration of air in the oral cavity. So all vowel sounds then are voiced oral sounds. So the vector triangle shows the relationship and difference of the vowels to one another as well as their positions on the relative positions on the on the tongue. So we can say that. So we can say that. So now phonetics, the study of sound system. Here we will discuss about the study of sound system. There are 44 speech sounds in phonetics. Each sound is called phoneme. Speech sound, vowel, 20. We will discuss about 20 vowels. In 20 vowels, what we will discuss in 20 vowels, we will discuss about 20 in speech sounds. We will discuss about 20 vowels. Yes, 20 vowels and 20 vowels, 24 consonant. So in 20 vowels, we will discuss 12 monophthongs, 8 diphthongs. Short vowels, 7 short vowels are there, and long vowels, 5. So in consonant sound, plosive 6, affricatives 2, and nasals 3, fricative 9, approximates 4. International phonetic alphabet. This is we can say the IPA. IPA, what is IPA? IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. So the vowel sound production, tongue position or advancement, refers to the part of the tongue that is most active in the production of the vowel. Along the horizontal axis are the 3 points: front, center, and back, which describe tongue position or advancement as shown in the vowel triangle. Tongue and jaw height refers to the degree of closeness of the lower jaw to the upper or the tongue palate. This is the vertical axis along which are 3 points: high, mid, and low. Lip position means refers to the amount of rounding of spreading and spreading, and the shape of the lips may be rounded when their corners are brought forward, or rounded spread when the corners are pulled back. O's and u, a, and are rounded while so these are unrounded. So we can say that study of sound system. Study of sound system is called phonetics. Why we are discussing phonetics? Phonetics means study of sound system. So 44 speech sounds. 44 speech sounds are here. So each sound is called phoneme. Each sound is called phoneme. So speech sound means 20 vowels. We will discuss, and 24 consonant. This is called 44, 20 vowels and 20 vowels and 24, 20 vowels and 24 consonant. So 20 vowels has 12 monothongs, 12 monothongs, 8 diphthongs. Short vowels, 7 short vowels, 7, only 7 short vowels, only 7 short vowels, only 7 short vowels and 5 long vowels. So in consonant we will discuss, in consonant we will discuss fricative, 9 fricatives, approximate 4, nasal 3, affricative 2, and plosive 6. So this is called, IPA means International Phonetic Alphabet. So we can say that, we can simply discuss about the phonetic sounds, consonant and plosive 6, and bilabial and alveolar and velar. So, per, this is, plosive sound, 6, plosive sounds, per and b, and t and t. We can simply say that. A plosive sound is produced by complete closure of the air passage in the mouth, compression of air coming from the lungs, sudden release of air, affricative 2, and this is, ch, ch and z. This is, ch and z, and affricate sounds can be produced by complete, complete closure of the air passes in the mouth, compression of the air coming from the lungs, and slow release of air. So in nasal, nasal means, three, m, n, and ng. And saying, if releasing the air through the nose, and fricative 9, and sheer closure of air passing in the mouth, the air is allowed to pass through a narrow passage, and f and b and th, and this is the d and s and sh, and the sound of h, and the sound of z, and the sound of z. Affricative, 4, y and r and l and v. This is some sounds. So, refers to the degree to which the muscles of the speech tract are tense or lax during sound production. For example, stands while. So, in length refers to the duration the vowel is held in a certain position. It may be long or short. Is a long vowel in contrast to which is a short. So now vowel sound speech drills, vowel sound, speech drills, like, beach and beach mean key, seat, chief, and sit, give, read, pick, live, and at, ray, face, wage, way, and great, and mat, let, a hat, less, tell, a cat, bag, align, and class, and pot, block, got, cop, and lost, ball, talk, saw, draw, and draw. So, we can simply say that about the sound, and these are, some fricative and plosive sounds, and the nasal cavity. So sound of ow, how, and go, and the road, home, so, look, good, and wood, shore, bush, and the moon, and the blue, rule, chew, and suit, and the luck, must, touch, gone, and cup. Now, some are quizzes classify the words according to the five factors that determine their sound formation: front, center, back, rounded, unrounded, tense, legs, and long and short. So these are, now we will discuss about the English diphthongs. The diphthongs mean sounds which combine two vowel sounds and which blend them into one within a syllable. The vowel sound in light, for instance, is a diphthong. Aside from those vowel sounds, in the vowel triangle which have a diphthongal and the quality, there are though three other English diphthongs, like so aside from those vowel sounds in the vowel triangle which have a diphthongal and the quality, there are three other English diphthongs, like that. Diphthongs stand to be long because of the time needed to glide forward to another position. So now we can say that time and point and now, might, oil and the brown, height, soil, sound, rhyme, coin, blouse, and these are some sounds. A, time, might, height, rhyme, paint, guide, sal, and now point, oil, soil, coin, join, moist, poise, and now, ow, now, brown, sound, and the mouth, bow, and plow. Now sound of sigh, fried, fire, buy, and the pie and price, die, and now noise, boil, and the toy, voice, and ploy, hoist. Now grown, cloud, town, count, out, and proud, and found. Sound of I, fly, climb, quiet, sight. Now sound of oi, joy, and spoil, broil, and annoy. And now sound of ow, howl, browse, ouch, and slouch. So now the English consonant. Now we are moving on English consonant. In English consonant, the English consonant means consonant is a speech sound used with a vowel or diphthong to constitute a syllable. Consonant sounds are those which are produced with the partial or complete obstruction of the air column by some parts of the speech traits. There are three dimensions of variations to be considered in consonants, namely voicing, nature of obstruction or manner of articulation, and point of articulation. So, voicing means consonants may be voiced or voiceless. Some consonant we will say we will like voiced or voiceless. Voice sounds are those which are pronounced with the variation of the vocal cords. Voiceless sounds are those which are pronounced without the vibration of the vocal cords. So now we will discuss about some voiceless, some voiceless and some voiced sound. First of all, pan. These are voiceless sound: pan, tan, coach, fine, thigh, shoe, mission, and chew, and hot. Some sounds we will discuss: voice sound: neck, bring, latch, right, you, water, what, ban, dan, got, wine, die, zoo, vision, and zoo, and the man. These are some voiced or voiceless sound we have discussed over here. So now, nature of obstruction, manner of articulation. So stops are consonant sounds produced by stopping the passage of the breath stream with a build up of pressure behind the closer before releasing the breath. And by labial stops, by labial sound, the per and ba both are bilabial sounds. Alveolar stops, t and j. So when it stops k and z, fricative, infricative, are continuance produced when the air stream is not completely stopped but passes through with friction or a hissing sound. So labiodental, fab, and b, and dental and alveolar sounds, and post alveolar and the palatal and glochal. So, nature of obstruction. So, affricates are produced when it stops, combines with the fricative. Like the fricatives, they are also continuants. They may be prolonged as long as the speaker wishes. Alveolar fricatives ch and z. So, nasals are produced with the air stream passing through the nose and rather than the mouth. So bilabial nasal and alveolar nasal and velar nasal. So we can simply say in lateral is produced when the air stream is stopped in the center, while the tips of the tongue of against alveolar ridge, while the air passes along one or both sides of the tongue. So alveolar lateral semivowels in the production there is a lack of friction and the sounds are vowel-like in their voicing but they function as consonants bilabial. So as in wear and win as in why, palatal as new and view. The now point of articulations, this refers to the upper parts of the mouth, which the lower parts articulator come in contact. Here we are discussing about the articulation. In articulation, what is the function of mouth? Sound or productions. Articulators come in contact within the production of the consonant sound. So, as regards to their point of articulation, consonants may be first is bilabial. In bilabial, when the lower lip touches the upper lip, this is called bilabial. So, in bilabial, when the lower lip touches the upper lip, p, b, m, v. So, this is bilabial. So, our lower lip touches the upper lip. That is called the bilabial. Labiodental when the lower lip comes in contact with the upper front teeth. F, b, that is called the labio. So dental when the lower teeth approach the upper teeth. That is called dental. So when the tip of the tongue is raised close to the tooth and bridge or the back of the upper front teeth, the post when the tip of the tongue is articulated against the back part of the alveolar ridge, that then we can say that palatal when the tongue is arched towards the hard palate like the consonant. Venules when the back of the tongue closes against the volume or soft palate glotter. When friction is produced by the air passing through the glottis. So now English consonant raise, like powers, tang, key, and Brad, day, gun, and the P power, prayer, priest, pan, pearl, paint, please, and tank, teacher, time, tree, table, talent, true, key, cat, king, cause, cup, care, and kind. So B is, Brad, bank, and bridge, and bright, but, and bike, and brother. So D, day, dance, drummer, do, dawn, drum, dream. So gun, grace, go, gold, and gas, guide, and grow. So nasal means nasal. Now we are just moving on nasal sound. Mind, music, marry, moon, milk, mirror, mother, and nice, name, neighbors, night, none, new, non, rank, and ring, sink, and prank, bring, blink, and drink. So now fricative, friend, farm, free, fruit, phone, leaf, and graph, and bow, wine, view, drive, vowel, van, and victory. So think, thank, thought, and through, mouth, truth, month, and there, that, thou, them, they, thy, and than. soul, sea, sound, sun, song, silver, and survey. Now zip, zeal, and zeal and zest, zoom, zero, and size. So, these are very important fricative we have used over here. So now we can say that, now we can say that, so these are very, important sounds we have discussed over here. Yes. So, if we talk about the oo, sound of oo. Sound of oo is a fool and moon and zoon, spoon, pool, true, too, soon, school, and food and shoe and truth. Sound of E means feel and chew, street, steel, wheat, wheel, heat, and need. Sound of ow. Ow means goat and wash and short and doctor and the above and cup and some and gun and sun and judge and flood. Sound of a man, pan, rat, cat, chat. A rat and man and dad, bell, pan. Sound of oo and look and cook and good and hook and the sound of should, brook, bull, bull and put, wood and the sound of like that and the mix and the sound of e mix, fix and still, spring. This is sound of e. Next is we can simply say that sound of like arm is large, large, park, farm, harm, and father, mark, dark, park, heart, cart, part, arm, of horse, water, stock, doctor, and law, walk, thought, august, and girl, turn, bird, learn, bird, and the shirt and birds, burn, first, earth, earn, cut, nuts, and cuts. Now we will discuss some diphthongs. Diphthongs also very important. Eight diphthongs we have. So eight diphthongs we will discuss about the combined sound. E in fear, dear, beer and ear and here and in chair, fair and there and beer and tear. Sound of oo plus poor and pure and doer and sound of a, pay, say, takes, fake, take, gauge, break and day, may, make, sake, fate, eight, and measure. So these are, sounds. Now we will have fricative sounds for. So fan, farm, and free, fruit, and phone, and leaf, and graph, and wo, wine, view, drive, and vowel, and vowel, and vowel, and war, wine, view, drive, vowel, and victory. Think, thank, thought, true, mouth, truth, and month. There that thou them they thin and dan and soul and sea, sound, sun, song, silver, service, zip, zeal, and zest and zoom, zero and size. Now we have again some fricative shine, ocean and fish, nation and sugar, mission, machine, Asia and pleasure, and laser, mazer, treasure, and vision, zone, hatch, high, hat, high, heart, heaven, hope, who, and hallow, right, rule, rose, ray, and round, rise, rhythm. Now in Africades, church and chime and the chief and peach and rich and beach, the judge, college, ways and ace and plaz and pays, courage and lecture, love, learn, labor, light, look, leaves, language. Now in Sami vowels, why, what, when, where, whip, wheel, weather, watcher, web, wine, word, wing, one, and world, and yes, and you, ear, yeah, yan, who, and unit. So now we have discussed the sounds of affricative in fear and these things we have discussed, fricative sounds, plosive sounds, consonant sounds, and vowel sounds. All these things we have discussed. So now the sound of I. So nice, price, and night, bright, fine, quiet, and price, eyes, fright, nine, kite, and quiet, and also oil, boy, and join, oil, and boil. So, go, now, show, bold, boat, ghost, and phone. A plus U, cow, house, crowd, ground, and out, and proud, and cloud, and mouse, and doubt, and sound. So words with silent rat or silent B. Thumb, Tom, Tom, com, plumber, and the plumber, and the sound of dumb, climb, bomb, sign, and see, and the signs, scissors, and the Wednesday, and handkerchief, zuz, and sandwich, handsome, and grandfather, and the over, air, van, and we, and the honest way, watch, host. Some sounds we have discussed in consonant sounds. So now some sounds are silent G, H, thought, and dodge, and thou, and the couch, and through, and thrown, and silent P, cupboard, and column, and the nymph, and the psychology, and autumn, and the Solomon, and the silent K, no, knife, night, knowledge, knee, silent I, castle, whistle, and listen, often, and the silent W, who, hold, sold, answer, and question. So So if we talk about the sounds, total, so English is not a subject but a language. A language is not taught, it is caught. Characteristics of language, evaluation in a language, and dynamic and hot, dynamic and not static. A complex whole, a system of systems and morphology, phonology, semantics, and syntax. So, today we have discussed a lot of things, in IPA, International Phonetic, sounds. So these are very, important in English language. So what we have learned, so we have learned some semi vowels. So in semi vowels, what we have seen here, we have seen half, semi vowels. So H, W, and W, and Y. So Y, what, when, where, and with, and wheel, and weather. So in W, water, wave, wine, word, wing, one, and world, and yes, you, ear, I am, yan, you, and unit. So in affricates, church, and chai and chief, peach, rich, and beach, and zest, college, wage, and ease, pledge, wage, courage. In lateral, we have learn, love, learn, labor, light, look, leaves, and language. In fricative, we have discussed about the shine, ocean, fish, nation, and sugar, and the mission, machine, and Asia, and pleasure, laser, and maze, treasure, vision, and hedge, high, he heard, and heaven, and hope, and who, and hello, right, rule, rose, ray, and the sound, round, rise, and rhythm. These are very important things. These are very important. So first of all, Asia, pleasure, leisure, and measure, to treasure and vision and soul, heart, high, heart, heaven, hope, who, hello, and right, rule, rose, and ray, round, rise, rhythm. So, friend and farm, free, fruit, phone, leaf, graph, and bow, wine, view, and drive, forward, van, victory. So, think, thank, thought, through, mouth, truth, month, and there, that, thou, them, and they, thine, then, and soul, see, sound, and sun, song, silver, service, and zap, zeal, rest, zoom, zero, and size. So neither also we have discussed sound of mind, and music, marry, moon, milk, mirror, mother, and nice, name, neighbor, night, none, new, none, and rank, ring, sing, prank, bring, blink, and drink. Sound of English consonant drills, and power, prayer, priest, pan, pearl, paint, and please, and tank, teacher, time, tree, table, talent, true, and key, and cat, king, cause, and cup, and care, and kind, and kind, and brad, bank, bridge, bright, but, bike, brother, day, dance, drama, dew, dawn, and drum, and dream, and the gun, and grace, and and gold, gas, guide, and grow. Now, point of articulation, palsure, when the tongue is asked to words, the hard palate like the consonant vowels when the back of the tongue closes against the volume, or soft palate, glottal, when fiction is produced by the air passing through the glottis. And now they refer to the upper parts of the mouth, and which the lower parts articulators come in contact within the production of the consonant sound. As regards to their point of articulation, consonant may be bilabial, labiodental, dental, velar, post alveolar. In post velar, when the tip of the tongue is articulated against the back part of the velar, and dental when the lower teeth approaches the upper teeth, labiodental when the lower lip comes in contact with the upper front teeth, bilabial when the lower lip touches the upper lip. As regards to their point of articulation, and now nature of obstruction, manner of articulation, then after stops are consonant sound produced by stopping the passes of the breath stream, and with a build up of pressure, and the uh, fricative are continuous produced when the airstream is not completely stopped but passes through with friction or a hissing sound. Now voiceless and voiceless also we have discussed. Voicing part, the English consonant we have discussed. We have discussed sounds of a, sounds of o, and sounds of ow. Sounds of a, oi, ow. Sounds of I, and sounds of oi and ow. With songs also we have discussed sounds which combining two vowels and sounds and which blend them into one within a syllable. The vowel sound in light and the English song we have completed. Vowel sound speech drills and beach, me, key, seed, chief, sit, give, rid, big, live, edge, ray, phase, way, great, and match, let, had, less, tell, cat, am, bag, land, glass, and pot, block, gauze, cop, lost, ball, talk, saw, and draw, and drawn. The vowel sound productions and tongue and tongue position or advancement refers to the part of the tongue that is most active in the production of the vowel. Along the horizontal axis are the three points front, center, and back, which describe tongue position or advancement, as shown in the vowel triangle. The tongue and jaw height, lip position refers to the degree of closeness of the lower jaw to the upper or the tongue palate. This is the vertical axis along which are 3 points high, mid, and low and low, and lip position refers to the amount of rounding spreading, and we can say that the lips, the shape of the lip may be rounded when their corners are brought forward or unrounded spread when the corners are pulled back, as are rounded while and unrounded. So these things, the English vowel, a vowel is permanent, elements is a in this label. It is formed by flying the passes of air from the lungs through the mouth, mouth acting as a resonator where without any obstruction, this passing of air causes the opening of the vocal bands called the glottis to vibrate. Though the vowels are therefore those sounds which are produced when with the vibration of air in the oral cavity, and all vowel sound then are voiced or oral sounds. So these things we have discussed. So today we have discussed the sounds of English. So 11 vowels, 3 diphthongs, 24 consonants we have discussed today. So in diphthongs, so these things are very important in English language. First is morphology and phonology, semantics, and syntax. So what is the meaning of for morphology? Morphology means the study of formation. The study of formation of words is called the morpholation. Morphology, the study of formation of words. Phonology, the sound system. Semantic, the study of meaning word. Syntax, the arrangement of words in a sentence is called syntax. Morphology means the study of formation of words is called the morphology. So a social phenomena is symbolic system and systematic. So before study English, in English, so we will discuss about the English is not a subject but a language. English is not a subject but a language. A language is not taught, it is caught. So characteristics of language, we can say that evaluationary in language, dynamic and not static, a complex word and whole and system of system of system. This is a very important thing. Here we are discussing about the language. In language, we are discussing the part of morphology, phonology, semantics, syntax, and the sound system, and how voice and production of sound, vowel sound, consonant sound, and vibrations, and the role of teeth, the role of the tongue. And in tongue we have three parts, back of the tongue, middle, and the front. So, and the role of teeth, upper teeth and lower teeth, and the role of mouth and upper lip and lower lip. The sound, this is very important in language. We must study of about the sounds, vowel, consonant, the role of some, we have discussed fricative sounds, and we have discussed the speech drills, and we cannot say like that. Go is incorrect word in English, syntax, and we will use out. And these are very important. We have to study about the sound. These are some quizzes are also here. Classify the words according to the five factors. So very important. If we are English teacher, we have must knowledge of diphthong and consonant, vowel, and sound of morphology, sound and vowel, consonant, and how it works, and correct pronunciation. These are very important to term in English language. So English consonant we have completed. So voicing, voiceless, and voiced, and nature of obstruction, manner of articulation. So these things are very very important in English language. So fricative sound also we have discussed some fricative, and semi vowel. So affricates, lateral, love, learn, labor, light, look, and leaves, and language. So church, zuz, and chime, and college, pays, ace, and pledge, pays, courage. So these are very important sounds. Nasal sound is also here. Mind, music, marry, moon, milk, mirror, mother, and knives, name, neighbor, night, none, new, none. So very important to consonant drills, powers, tank, kill, and roll off, z, z, n. So these things very important in English language. So there are a lot of things we need to discuss, because this is not a small topic actually. It's a long topic, and a long discussion is remaining on this topic. So in next class we will discuss some important terms and important questions on that, so it will be clear. Because we require practice if we are having English language, and phonetics in our syllabus, phonetics in our subject. So we will study on different sounds and articulations problem. So we can say that in present time we can say that there are a lot of students, and they are from different area. So we required, we need articulation, we need correct pronunciation. And so this is so then we can learn different things in English language. This is very important part in English language. So we must have knowledge on articulation, knowledge of pronunciation, IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. So these are very very important topic we have discussed today. We have discussed, sound system, production of sound, and also we have discussed, many important topic on sound. So this is very important. So thank you so much.